election in November. Reporting live in Columbia, Carolyn Ryan, Newsmax.
All right, thanks, Carolyn. For more on this, joining us now, South Carolina GOP Chairman Drew McKissick. Great to see you, Chairman. So we heard that breaking news. That's a pretty big endorsement. Darline Graham also received the endorsement of President Trump, although we heard him as well say it's two good candidates here. There's not really that much of a difference. I mean, you could argue, but they seem to be pretty America first, pretty conservative. So what are you advising South Carolinians when they go to vote?
Well, the main thing is that they let other folks know who they support. I mean, this is a Republican nomination process for to be the Republican nominee to represent us on the ticket. We want Republicans all around the state, not just to vote in this primary, but let other folks know who they support. Their personal endorsements, in my opinion, are going to matter more than all the TV ads in this campaign. You know, the primary decides who makes the cut, but the runoff decides who can actually build a winning coalition. There were a lot of people whose candidates didn't make it last night. So the question is, who is the second choice of all those folks whose first choice didn't make it last night? And that's what we're going to find out.
Yeah, so earlier this morning, Mr. Chairman, Republican Congressman Ralph Northam joined me on Wake Up America and spoke about his plans for the filibuster. Take a look.
I would nuke the filibuster. Look, we're at a tipping point in this country. We can't sugarcoat what's happening. The socialist communists are fighting us at every level. We can't, milquetoast modernism is not going to work.
So it's my understanding, Mr. Chairman, Senator Darline Graham also would abolish the filibuster, which is a departure from her late brother. You mentioned there's not much difference here between these two candidates other than the president's endorsement. Is that what it's going to come down to?
Well, again, like I said, you've got hundreds of thousands of Republicans all around the state, though, who have been for different candidates. Some of these candidates have run previously. Some just recently ran in the gubernatorial race. So a lot of folks who have a lot of favorites. And again, my point is, who is the second pick of those folks whose first pick didn't make it last night? And which of these two candidates can do the best job at building a winning coalition? That's going to be the candidate that wins and can help, in my opinion, be a good lead on the top of our ticket for the fall.
So, Mr. Chairman, as you know, I mean, I spent a lot of time in politics and a lot of time in South Carolina back in previous campaigns. How do you run a two-week race when people now have gone through the original primary, the special primary, a special runoff? Are they tuning out at this point now?
You run it very fast. That's how you run it. I mean, that's all you have. I mean, it's a two-week sprint. And, you know, look, it separates, you know, who's real and who's got it from who doesn't.
Yeah, and Annie Andrews, she is a pretty strong candidate. Any advice to either one of these candidates on how to overcome what she brings to the table?
Well, we'll deal with that later. I mean, look, they're going to have the National Democrat Party tied around their neck, no doubt about it. I mean, we've got plenty of time to talk about all the weird and crazy that the Democrat Party represents. It's like the bar scene from Star Wars, a collection of everything that's weird and crazy in America, you know, from transgender this and that to the alphabet soup in the other direction. I mean, they've got their problems, and we will spend a lot of time letting folks know exactly where they stand on those issues.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't think you are worried at all about having a Democrat senator from South Carolina,
Yeah, I don't think
Mr.
so.
Chairman. All right. Well, thank you very much.
We're going to do our job.
There you go. Thank you, Drew McKissick.